Welcome to the Dark Ozarks. We're discussing more urban legends of the Ozarks. Why do some tales grow into legends, believed to be true even though there is scant evidence to support them? What are your favorite urban legends of the Ozarks?
So for tonight's episodes, we are covering urban legends A to Z in the Ozarks for our YouTube short. We're going to be picking one of our most outlandish, but there's no need, of course, to resort to movies or seek out famous urban legends across the country because urban legends in the Ozarks are alive and well and still growing right here in the hills.
We'll get back to urban legends, but first we want to invite you to like, follow, and subscribe to Dark Ozarks on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as your favorite podcast platform. We also invite you to become a Dark Ozarks subscriber on Facebook. On the Dark Ozarks Facebook page, click subscribe, have your login information ready, and join Dark Ozarks behind the scenes for only $4.99 per month.
Your $4.99 per month subscription allows you to come with us on paranormal investigations, deep dive research, and topics too controversial for public view. The next 100 subscribers will be entered in a drawing for a free Dark Ozarks t-shirt and an exclusive signed first-run copy of the book Dark Ozarks: The Spooklight. Subscribe today to be entered in the drawing, and now you can get Dark Ozarks t-shirts for sale at darkozarks.com and paranormalsciencelab.com.
Thank you to State of the Ozarks online magazine, dedicated to preserving and celebrating Ozarks culture since 2007. Free access to hundreds of articles. Find more information about State of the Ozarks events, and be sure to sign up for State of the Ozarks Weekly, delivered free to your inbox every Sunday night, featuring new writings and a down-home Ozark recipe in every issue.
Mark your calendars for upcoming live events, including November 14th at the Lebanon-Laclede County Library, November 11th at the Webb City Library, which includes a tour and investigation, and on December 13th, Dark Ozarks will be live at the Fox Theater in Springfield, Missouri. At these events, you get to meet Dark Ozarks producers, Lisa and Josh, that would be us, for evenings of history, legends, and the paranormal, and even visit some of the most haunted locations in the Ozarks. And certainly Webb City Library fits the bill for that. Details on the Dark Ozarks Facebook page, and you may visit paranormalsciencelab.com for tickets and additional information.
We encourage you to check out Always Buying Books in Joplin, Missouri, in person and online, on Facebook and at the website alwaysbuyingbooks.com for all of your reading needs, including a large section on the paranormal, history, and more. Not to mention the building is haunted. Tell Bob and Elise that we sent you.
We also want to thank Beard Engine Brewing Company in Alba, Missouri. Beard Engine Brewing is the only English-style brewery in Missouri and has been twice named Missouri's best brewery by the Missouri Brewers Association. Great beer and great food in a historical building with a noir past, and yes, their building is also haunted. Tell Nate and Tiff that we sent you.
Okay, most outlandish urban legend.
There are many from which to choose.
There are, but you're starting off with things that are not real to begin with. So, which is the most implausible and is in fact not true?
Quite possibly the idea of reptilian beings living beneath Carthage, Missouri.
Yes, for those that grew up a long time ago and you watch Saturday morning TV, the Sleelock, are alive and well under Carthage, apparently.
And as is often the case with urban legends, there is an aspect of truth, the aspect being the flooded cavern system beneath the square.
Well, that's true. And even more than that, this ties into another place there, is the underground,
Yes.
which is basically former quarry area that is all underground and now is underground storage for large businesses. So it's basically a trekking hub for warehouse space, but it goes way back underground. There are parts of it that are not being used currently. And from various accounts of people I know, because this is kind of in my neck of the woods, if you go far enough back, you actually can get to where you can hear and see one of the underground rivers.
And that in and of itself is a creepy prospect. I mean, let's face it, that is the setting for these types of stories to essentially originate.
Yes. The stories that get told are that if you go back far enough, you start hearing the roar of the water rushing through, which echoes in the cavern chambers. And so, it has a very creepy setting to begin with. And then a lot of people, if they are back in there and they're not supposed to be, will try to use four-wheelers or something and go down blind alleys, etc. And there are at least one account that has gained traction of a couple of people seeing something very unusual way back in the tunnels,
and got published on the internet as a result of at least having access to the internet. It's fun to contemplate. I think it really speaks to the fact that the underground of the Ozarks is much more vast than most people even living in the Ozarks realize.
Very true, because most of it doesn't have ready access. I mean, we have some show caves that people know about that you can go through, but there are thousands more that there is no public access or ready access. And, so conceivably there could be some odd things down there, but 6-foot tall bipedal reptilian creatures, I'm not convinced.
They just got put there by the government.
They actually manned the toll booths with the underground highway between Carthage and Springfield and Kansas City.
Reptilians need jobs too these days.
We're kidding. Please don't start another urban legend.
I'm doing my best just to insert urban legends as we go.
Exactly. And that's, and sometimes they can get started almost that easily. And I can say this is something relatively new and not something that I'd ever heard of until I stumbled across it on the internet and thought, oh, well, that's something. I mean, I've heard of various things down there. Most of it's very mundane. There is a racquetball court down there, which I always find a little amusing and odd. But other than that, that's about the strangest thing I know of.
Coming to you live with breaking news: reptilians need racquetball courts.
Apparently.
That's my causal rhetoric.
So, I think the takeaway is that urban legends can be this silly, can be this outlandish. Mm-hmm. And then there's some that on first blush sound kind of credible and do get traction and go on for a while. But in the meantime, we're going to be giving you a lot more on urban legends on the video that will be uploaded later. And we do ask you not to forget to check out upcoming events and merchandise at darkozarts.com and paranormalsciencelab.com. Thank you again to Always Buying Books, Beard Engine Brewing Company, and Stay the Ozarks for helping to bring the Dark Ozarks to everyone.
On the next episode, we are going to be discussing dark tales from the Eastern Ozarks. Catch the Dark Ozarks podcast on Branson Podcast Network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or about any other podcast platform. Thank you, everyone. And remember,